Good morning, Panther Nation. I would personally like to welcome you back to the 2023-24 school year with our very first edition of the Morning Roar.
Today is Thursday, August 10th, 2023. Welcome back to an amazing new school year at Oak Park School.
Please stand with me as Ms. Katrina leads us in our pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, Panthers, so we are excited to have everybody back on campus with us today. And we just want to go over a couple of new things that are going to be happening around campus this year. You're going to have the opportunity this week to watch a video that was put on by our PBIS team to talk about what the expectations, our ROAR expectations are for the school year. And that includes how we're going to handle ourselves during transitions and in the cafeteria, restrooms, bus arrival, that kind of thing. So look for that. And I think that a couple of you are going to be asked to come and actually star in the student version of that, showing really good Panther behavior. So you might be one of those students that is asked to come and do that. So look for that. Another thing that I want to talk to you really quickly about is that I'm going to start being a regular part of the news, and I'm super excited about it. And my segment on the news every morning is going to be called, and it might not be every morning. Let me just pause for a second. Pause as Panthers. It might not be every morning. It might be once a week. I don't know. We haven't worked out the fine details with that. But my segment is going to be called Lowitz on the Loose. And I'm super excited because Mr. Mitch is giving me a camera and the ability to go around campus and record super cool things that are happening in and out of classrooms. And so if I just pop in one day and you see me with a camera in my hand, it's because Lowitz is on the loose and I am out there to tell your story so that everybody across our campus can see all of the amazing things that are happening in the classrooms. Did you want to talk for a minute about Miss Allie and what she's going to be doing?
I would be really excited to do that. So Miss Allie, you guys know Miss Allie. She helps with Roar Store and she runs our PBIS program and supports all of the exciting things that we do with Roar here. Miss Allie is going to be doing a special segment called Miss Allie on Assignment. Miss Lowitz, do you want to give them a sneak peek at what Miss Allie on Assignment is going to be about?
Yeah, I think the premise of this whole thing is that she is going to be just kind of going around campus and she is really going to be looking for students, faculty members, and classrooms that are really doing a great job exhibiting Roar behavior. Is
That's
that
awesome.
what you were expecting? I think so. She's going to be looking at students and their TPS. She's going to be talking to kids about how they're earning Panther Paws and how they're meeting our Roar expectations. And she really just wants to kind of bring a positive light onto all of the good things that our kids are doing on campus on a regular basis. So you may be one of the first people that get to be videoed for Allie on Assignment if you are doing all of the things that we expect you to do as good Panthers when you get back to campus. So watch for that.
Oh, I hope I get picked.
I hope you get picked too.
I'm excited. I hope I get picked too.
I hope you get picked too. And I hope I get picked too, because I'm going to be out there on the loose. So I think while I'm out there, I'm going to be really working hard to exhibit my good Roar behaviors. So a couple of other really cool and unique things that are going to be happening this year in the Media Center. I want to talk about Miss Tricia. We are moving to accelerated reading this year. Do you want to talk for a minute about that?
Sure. We're going to have an AR program here. So Accelerated Reader is often called AR, and some of you might be familiar. It might be a program you used in other schools you have attended before. But AR is a really exciting opportunity for you to get to self-select books. So you get to choose books at your level that you're excited about. You have opportunities to practice those books and show what you know at the end. And when you earn points in your AR program, you will be able to start to collect some really cool trinkets, brag tags, things associated with all of the accomplishments you're making in reading. And it really is meant to help you learn to use reading as an outlet, as a recreation activity, and show you all of the amazing things that are out there in books that you can discover when you self-select.
Mr. O'Leary, do you have anything that you want to talk about in terms of student safety on campus in terms of drills or that kind of thing?
Yeah, so the first week of school, your teachers are going to go over where your safe corners are in your classrooms, your evacuation routes, where you're going to go in case there's an emergency. You really need to pay close attention to exactly where you need to be in all times in case of an emergency. Practicing for these situations is crucial to the fact that if there was an emergency, you need to be prepared. That's the biggest part of this, is making sure you're prepared for an emergency. So listen to your teachers, know where to go, know what to do.
Did you have anything to talk about in terms of playground safety or being outside and the use of recreational areas outside?
Absolutely. Excuse me. Our playgrounds are going to be available for all of our elementary students. So if you are in a classroom, kindergarten through 5th grade, you are assigned a playground to go to for recess, and you are also assigned a time that your class will be going to the playground. Your teachers will help you get there at the right times. When you are on the playground, the expectation is that you are using ROAR playground behavior. That means we're making safe choices. We are using the playground equipment the way it is intended to be used so that we're safe and everyone can continue to enjoy the playground. Another important thing to note is that it is very warm outside. So if you are going to go outside and have your recess on the playground, you really need to bring your water with you and keep cool. If you don't feel well when you're outside, make sure your teacher knows so you can go back in and take a break. But most importantly, have fun and be safe.
Panthers, I want to talk to you about an expectation that we started last year in terms of wearing our ID badges with us so that they have to be visible when you're out there on campus. And so this includes any time that you are anywhere but in your classroom, right? So as you transition to the cafeteria for breakfast or lunch, as you go to the clinic, as you go to the media center or any of your other electives or specials, you are required by state law to have your ID badge on you, and it must be on the student to which it was assigned, okay? So we want you to take really good care of your badges because they are an expectation for you to have on you. We will provide the first one free of charge, but if there is any damage that is incurred to your ID badge or your lanyard, there will be a charge for any badge that is issued after the first one. So we are going to be checking that. You may be asked to get yours or to be we're just going to be reminding you, right? For the first couple of weeks, it's just going to be a reminder. And after that, then we're going to have to take a more serious line because it absolutely is required by law that all of our students and our faculty have their ID badges on. And it's the same thing for our faculty, right, kids? So if you see me or Miss Mayo or Mr. O'Leary walking around and you don't see our ID badges on us, you should have that conversation with us too, because we are also responsible for having ours on, and that goes for any adult on the campus. You should be able to visibly ID any safe person on this campus by them having a badge on, okay? So don't be afraid to ask somebody where their badge is if you can't see it, okay? Mr. O'Leary, can you think of anything else that we might need to talk about in these first couple of days of school?
So the first thing going off the ID badge is something that will be new, right? Is they're going to have to scan on and off the bus, right? So to get onto the bus, once you have your ID badge, the bus driver will require you to scan on the bus and off the bus. So that means you will be taking your ID badges home. So there's another expectation of being responsible and maintaining your ID badge so you're not racking up a whole bunch of expenses on ID badges.
So, Ms. Lowitz, I would like very much for us to talk about our first couple of weeks bingo game.
Great. That's a fun thing
Yes.
to talk about.
So, in the first couple of weeks of school, we are going to be playing a school-wide game called Kindness Bingo. All of your homeroom teachers had the opportunity to collect bingo cards for all of you during last week when they were here getting the rooms ready and preparing. On these bingo cards that your teachers will pass out to you, there are different activities or things that you could do that show kindness or roar to others. It might be a task that's respectful. It might be about completing work, like on task. It might be something about just understanding someone else's needs. That's being accepting. And the last one is responsibility. So like Mr. O'Leary was just saying, you have ID badges and some new things that we have to learn to be responsible with. So each day, there's going to be a special announcement of which activity we're looking for. And when you are caught, your teacher will have a special marker to mark your bingo page, and there will be some special prizes associated. So stay tuned and listen carefully for those kindness bingo announcements throughout the first couple weeks of school.
And hey, Panthers, just on a side note with that, nobody is going to be reminding you or coaching you on those behaviors, right? Those are things that we want you to come back to school remembering from what you have been taught in years past, right? And so it's just kind of a refresher. So don't get upset if somebody that's sitting next to you gets a stamp on theirs because they did something without being asked, right? We're really trying to promote that you're doing this just because you know it's the right thing to do without having to be reminded, right? That's what our positive behavior is all about, doing things the right way without having somebody have to kind of coach and guide you to do so. Okay, so we are super excited about bingo. You can win more than one time, right? So anytime you have one of those lines filled up,
You
yeah,
can win
right.
more than
Didn't we
once?
say- yeah, like if you can win, you know, if you're showing those kindness characteristics, then you can absolutely win more than once. So once you have a line full, whether up and down or vertically, right? Either way, this way, but no four corners. Okay, four corners doesn't count. You have to have the 5 in a row, and everybody has a free space on their bingo card. So once that happens, teachers and pairs, if you would just ask those students to take their bingo card up to the front office to see Miss Danny, they will be given their prize, their kindness prize for participating in that. So
Oh, I'm excited to
I know
see
that's,
all of you guys
gonna
come
be
up.
super fun.
That is going
Super
to be
fun.
awesome.
Okay, is there anything else that we can think about?
I just
that we
want to
need-
make sure that everyone has an amazing first week back at school. We are so excited, and we have been waiting all summer for you guys to come back. It is the most exciting time of year for me, I think for most of us. And so we are just so happy to have you back, and we have missed you all. So welcome back to school, or welcome to Oak Park if you're brand new. We are so excited to bring you into the Panther Nation and have a great school year.
Yeah, I'm just so excited to get the school year started and see you all learn and progress and get better and just have fun all school year, and have a great time this school year with your teachers, all the new students coming in. Welcome to Oak Park, and we're excited that you're here, and we're going to have a great school year.
And also importantly, Panthers, you're going to see a lot of new faces, a lot of new adult faces on campus, and you might not be familiar with those people, but we're going to work really hard through the morning roar to introduce you to some of the new staff members so that you can become familiar with who they are and who your support people are. But remember, we are always here to support you, and if you have any questions or need assistance with anything, you always can come and ask for help from one of the trusted adults that you are familiar with, okay? Mr. Robbie's back here in the background watching us as we're recording this, so he's here for you. Mr. Marsh is out there, Miss Denise is out there, Miss Monica, Mr. Russ, Miss Allie.
Yep.
So
Brittany, all
Miss
kinds of
Brittany,
people.
the people that you're familiar with are still here, okay? But we do have some new people that we want you to be introduced to, so that you have this whole team of people out there, right? Okay, so welcome back. We hope that you make this an amazing school year. Remember, the choice is yours about how the year is going to go, about how every day is going to go. You create your own weather. So if you want it to be rainbows and sunshine, then that's the kind of attitude that you need to have. If you want to have thunderstorms and lightning bolts around you, then that's your choice too, right? So let's make really good choices, Panthers. Let's stick together like we always do, support one another, be there for one another, and make learning really fun and exciting this year. Welcome back, and we can't wait to see you as we start to get out on campus.